So I want to get to my point number one. I want to talk to you about show me. Because God said to her what God is saying to you today. I want you to show me where you laid it. Show me where you laid your disappointments, your dreams, your plans. Now, you got to be careful when God asks you to do something that he already knows. Jesus already knew where the body was. He already knew where the tomb was. He stayed about 1/8 of a mile outside the city and did not move and waited for Mary and Martha to come outside the city where he was. Oh, how inappropriate, how insensitive that seemed. But God said, I want you to come out here and listen. This is what's going to happen for you. I want you to take me on a tour of your life. Are you with me? I want you to take me on a tour of your life. I know where the dead bodies are. I know where the issues are. But I want you to have enough faith in me to take me by the hand and show me, not where I laid it, show me where you put it. I'm not going to be a tomb raider. I'm not going to run around here and just break into doors and closets and rooms. I want you to take me where and show me. See, some of us would say, God, just go fix it. See, because what's happened is I've already resolved that issue. I've already come to peace with that problem. I put those things, I stacked those issues in that closet. I closed the door for a reason because I didn't want to have to see it again. And here you come, God, awakening my dreams again. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, God. Don't make me hope again. Don't get my hopes all up in the air again. I've been here before. I've trusted before. I've joined a church before. I've been married before. I've tried to help before. I tried to be available. I tried to be faithful. I tried to be consistent. They dogged me out. Don't wake my dreams up. What do when God is challenging you to wake up them dreams again? To dust off the things that you said you was okay. I thought I was okay. I was fine until you came to my door where I hid my stuff. You can come through my whole house. Living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, I didn't care. Just don't go in that room because that room is where I've accumulated all the things that broke my heart. These are the things I don't talk about. And these are the things that will turn out a family reunion or a Thanksgiving dinner. Because Uncle Fred and Aunt Willie and everybody can get along around the dinner table as long as you don't bring up that subject. Everybody has that subject. That one subject where you know if you bring that up, it's going to turn this whole party out. Everybody, we're going to be swinging, we're going to be fighting, we're going to be cussing, but you have those rooms, those certain things. Even in a marriage as intimate as it can be, some couples have certain subjects that are off limits. We're good as long as we don't talk about that. Okay, so we got to pay the bills, and we got to pay for so-and-so's daycare, and we got to pay the electric bill, and the mortgage is due, and the car payment. We can do all that kind of stuff, and we can get along. We can be in the same space even as long as we don't talk about that subject. Because that's painful for me. I put a door over it because I didn't want to accidentally look in the room and see those disappointments piled up in there. So I closed the door, and now here is Jesus coming along talking about show me. Have you ever had God ask you to show me? Lord, you know where it is. You ain't got to ask me. No, I want you. I want you to walk with me and walk me through everything that broke your heart. Oh, somebody's getting uncomfortable right now. You know what? You need to send this to somebody. Somebody that you know needs to hear this message. Send it to them. Share it with them. Let them know that God's getting in my closet. God's getting in my business. God said, show me. Show me where you put it at. I know you hid it somewhere. And I can tell. See, as long as nobody touches on it, you're a good person. I've seen people who typically are very amiable people. Easy to get along with, soft-spoken, easy to talk to. Never raise their voice above speaking. But if you touch that thing right there, they'll turn into a raving lunatic because you done got in my closet. Some of us, we seek out churches where pastors don't get in your closet, and I think that's a mistake. You want feel-good messages. You want, 3 points and a poem. You want somebody to have it rhyme and chime and then get out of there in 35 minutes. And it's fine, pastor, just don't get in my business. We can be great friends. Just don't get in my issues about my marriage. It's off limits. We can be friends and colleagues and buddies, but don't get on the subject about my kids. Yeah, my kids, I mean, they did some crazy stuff, and somebody got arrested, and somebody did something stupid, and somebody I ain't seen in years, and somebody I can't get control of, and we good as long as you stay off that subject. Just stay out of that room. But here is Jesus, and tells me specifically, I mean, stuff I closed the door on. I thought I was over it. That's what the closet represents. That's what the disappointment room represents. It's not all over the house. It's just a room. It's just a space that I've designated, and I pretend that I'm over it. I thought I had forgiven you. In fact, you can't tell. I smiled. I clapped. I acknowledged you in the room, but inside I'm seething, and everything you said to me comes rushing back to me like a waterfall because I'm mad all over again. And I was good as long as you didn't bring it up. But now you done brought it up. And here you go, Jesus. You want me to show you? Show you? Why don't you just go by yourself, God? Go do what you do. You ain't got to do it with me. But God said, we're going to take this journey together. I'm not going to do it without you. I'm going to do it with you. And I come to tell somebody right now who's watching me that God says, you've been trying to do it without me, but I want to do this with you. I am the resurrection. I am the life. I'm going to walk through this thing with you. I'm going to sift through those painful moments in your life, and I'm going to begin to make sense out of your nonsense because you pretend you're good, but you're not. I see past your veneer. I see past your smile. I see past the facade that you put on for people where you clap at the right time and you sing at the right time. And people to look at you couldn't even tell you carried that much pain with you. Oh, you got your Anne Klein suit on. You got your fancy shoes on. You got your nice car you rolled up in. You got your fancy house, $1 million house, but $1 million house still has a closet somewhere where you hide the stuff that you don't want people to see. And today, God said, this is the day to deal with your closet. I'm going to get in your closet. And I'm going to, by the help of the Holy Spirit, get all the way down into your junk closet and let God begin to walk through every one of those situations until he begins to show you what he wants to do with that. God said, I don't want you to have a room that is not open to me. How dare you keep giving me places that you want me to go? I want every room, every closet, every space, every part of your life I want dedicated to me. I don't want you to relegate me to just church. I don't want you to relegate me to just your business. I want to get all in your business. I want every part of this house to have my presence in it. So those things that you've been hiding and you've been holding back and you've been pushing over in the corner, God said that right there, even that right there, show me. Take me there. Okay, Jesus. Come on. Come on. You know, if you had been here a couple days earlier, we wouldn't be going through this. All right? You late. It was almost implying, God, that in a way, this is your fault. That I wouldn't have this room if you had showed up. I wouldn't have this stuff accumulated if you had did what you were supposed to do. You healed other people. You healed other people's marriages. You didn't fix mine. So-and-so, my coworkers didn't lose their job, but you let me lose mine. Come on, I'll show you. I'll show you where he's at, Jesus, but it's your fault. Come on over here. Come on. It's about a quarter mile down the road, but I'm going to show you. And the whole way I'm saying, Lord, if you had just been here, this is what makes disappointment so painful, because you know God can do anything but fail. You know God can do anything but fail, but when it looks like he did, how do you reconcile that? And you're saying to yourself now, Lord, listen, their kids are just as good as my kids, but why'd you let my son get killed? And theirs didn't. I'm happy for other people. I am. I'm happy that you got married. I came to the wedding. I'm happy that you got your car. You rolled up in it. I was so happy for you. I'm happy that you got your new house, your new car, your new boo, whatever it is. I'm glad that God raised your ministry up and blessed you. But secretly, I'm thinking, now, Lord, now what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? How is it that I'm a man like he's a man? I'm a woman like she's a woman. She ain't got no better looks than I do, no better education. When I measure myself against them, how is it, God, you did it for them, but you didn't do it for me? I'm supposed to be your boy. Can you imagine this conversation on the way down to the grave site to show Jesus where they laid his body? I'm thinking to myself, Lord, look at all the times you ate at my house. Look at all the times we sat around the dinner table. This is supposed to be your boy. You're supposed to have his back. You said you loved us, and yet you didn't show up. It's your fault. It is your fault. It is your fault that things went the way they went. Because when I called you God, it was still in the second stages of cancer. Now we're at stage 4. Where were you? When I called you God, they hadn't handed out pink slips yet. When I called on you, Jesus, my marriage, we hadn't signed the divorce papers yet. We were still just talking about it. We hadn't been to the courthouse yet. And you could have stopped it, and you didn't. But I'll show you. Come on, I'll show you. I'll show you. You knew when I joined that church. You knew the people that were mistreating me. You knew the things that they said about me. God, you beheld it with your own eyes, and you didn't stop it. But I'll show you. Come on. Come on. You really want to see? You really want to see this? You really want to see what I'm disappointed about? Take off the mask. Take off the facade. Let me show you what I'm really. See, most of us can't handle people when they're really real. We like polite people. We want people to be nice about it. Even if you're mad, you want to be mad with a smile. I'm mad as fire at you, but I'm smiling. No, I want you to be the really real. So come on, Jesus. You want the really real? You want the really real? You want to take off my church clothes, take off my collar. I ain't pastor nobody right now. I'm just that dude. Let me tell you what I'm really upset about. Oh, y'all ain't ready for no real conversation. Y'all might not be ready for me today. We might not even get this done today. We might have to do a part 2, Titus. I'm not sure. You ain't really for the really real. Yeah, you want my church, bishop, pastor, reverend presentation. Or I say the appropriate things with the appropriate tenor and the tone, but I'm in so much pain, and I'm so angry, and I'm so hurt, and I'm so frustrated that I lost all my decorum. You want to see? Come on, let me show you. Here he is right here, right here, right here. And this is your fault. Anybody been real with God? Anybody ever been told God the truth from your perspective? Yeah, I'll show you.